Hello, Earthlings. How are ya? It's me. I'm back. How you doing? I have missed my channel so much. I'm so glad to be here. I am about the plainest you'll ever see me. I'm definitely out of the flare, but I'm just getting better, and I'm so happy. But I'm here today initially because I found a piece of makeup I didn't know existed, and I thought, I'd hoped I'd really like it. You know the Instant Age Rewind concealer that we all like so much? There's a foundation. There is a foundation for it. I was so excited to get this. I will say the color sucks. This concealer is 095 in Maybelline for me. Unfortunately, the foundation is shade 120, and I mean, look how dark that is. It's very different. So it didn't wear as dark as I thought it would, but I have it on, and I don't like it. I'm so brokenhearted too, because I wanted to, because it's such a great concealer, right? But and I believe this is a physical sunscreen as well. I will try this oxytinoate sunscreen. I prefer a physical sunscreen. I know it's there. I know it's going to work. So it was great, other than the color. And then I just like the concealer, which is pretty freaking cool. You pop it up, you dot it all over your face. The way you put it, I did a damp sponge. There's a reason that I don't get to apply my makeup in front of you. I will explain that. So yeah, long story short, this didn't even cover my freckles. Didn't cover freckles, didn't cover the broken capillaries I have because of the ehlers-danlos, did not cover the stretch marks or the scars that I have because of my skin condition. So sadly, for me, it's a no. Now, I wanted to build it, and I thought about building it up, but it got a little cakey. For me. So what I can say is, I will say this was the lightest color they had, this 120, okay, which is compared to, I don't know if you can see how light that is actually. Okay, so like that kind of sucked right there. Coverage wasn't so high. It did start to look a little cakey. I couldn't build it to hide what I like to hide when I wear makeup. I know some people wear makeup to enhance or flatter. I'm 51. I'm looking to hide. It didn't aggravate my wrinkles or anything. It says it's a treatment makeup with the oxynate. So I don't know if that's sunscreen relative, or I believe it has goji berry in it. Goji berry. So I don't know. I'm not about skincare in my makeup, but I'm a little older. When I was younger, when I had breakouts and stuff, more breakouts, definitely would have been a possibility. But I want to get the name right. Instant Age Rewind Eraser Foundation by Maybelline. It's related to the concealer. And no. From the color range to the cakey to it didn't cover anything, I am very disappointed. I'm very surprised. Because we all know, if you know how good the concealer works, yeah. So I'm not going to cry about it. I was going to toss it out. But in my travels, when I'm good at the doctor, my daughter takes me out. So I have several appointments the past month, and we ended up at a Five Below, which I thought was really friggin' cool. And I found a highlighter there by Wet n Wild. It's called Mega Glow Illuminating Palette, and I'm very happy with it. For $5, you can't go wrong. It's a hell of a lot better than the foundation, right? So yeah, the Maybelline Instant Rewind. I mean, try it. It's $8-9 if it doesn't bust your bank, because maybe it will work for you, and I hope it does. It just not for me, not for what I need. I need a little more coverage, a little more help in the age department with the dry skin, maybe. yeah, so that's that. And what have you guys been up to? Anything? I mean, it's been like a solid month at least, right? I didn't even get to do my IPSY. I was so disappointed. But I'm here now. I have moon steroid face because I'm still on a lot of steroids, so it's very embarrassing for me to be on camera right now, but hey, my daughter wanted an update, and it's been a while, and I forgot my drink. Okay. Oh, books. I don't know if I've told you, but because I am ill, I listen to a lot of audiobooks, and this past month, I wrote this down because I didn't want to miss any, and I'll tell you the books. I listened to, these are all biographies for the most part. I listened to one, Catherine of Aragon, biography, that was 20 plus hours. I listened to two Kurt Cobain biographies. One was Heavier Than Heaven, and I think Michael Ozerod did the second one. One was about 15 hours, I think one was 10. I did three, because I found them. Catherine de Medici of the Valois line of France. 3 biographies of her. I was so excited. So I listened to those. And I had 2 more. I listened to one Stalin biography. It was called The Red Tsar, I believe. And that was a very long book. That could have been close to 30 hours. And I listened to The Red Tsar. One is Star, one is Tsar, and this was Khrushchev's biography that I listened to, and I think that was all the books. I will say my favorite is definitely Catherine de Medici. I don't know why, she's an incredible character. She was married above her rank. She paid for it her whole life. Her husband died early. She was a queen, so her sons, were kings, and she had like 4 of them. And, stuff kept happening. They kept dying. And the Valois line ended and went to whatever the Henry the 3rd or 4th, I think it was, of the Navarre. He was from Navarre. I can't think of his name right now. But, yeah, so that's how that ended. But it's just very fascinating, the culmination of the end of France, how it happened under her watch, everything she did do, for her kids. I mean, she was a little not cool with her daughters, I think. I'm not very impressed with her as a mother to a daughter. But to her sons, she got it, yeah. But I can't discern if she was for them or for power. It's very hard to tell, I have a son and a daughter, and, if it was my son, I would just want what's best for him, to keep him going, him in office, him king. But, I could see where she got a little greedy. It happens. So there was that. Oh, and there was a couple more books, but what they related to, what I read out of them, was about Georgia, Chechnya, and Syria. And given what's happening in Ukraine, because I'm just an idiot from New Jersey, please don't listen to me ever on anything. Anything I ever state is like an opinion, okay? I'm just old, is all. But knowing that this has happened in Chechnya and Georgia and I believe Syria, we've given him permission to trod all over where he wants. This is the 4th country, I believe. I don't know. I just hope those people get some help. I was in the hospital actually when the war started, the moment, because it came on the TV. My daughter was there actually. It was late. I remember it was about 10:25. And the TV was on. I'm not a TV person, but it was on. And we saw pictures of it. And I thought, my God, this will be over in 5 hours. I'm like, I looked at Ukraine as being the size of New Jersey relative to the size of the United States. And, it could be that, but it obviously doesn't mean that the military is up to par or anything like that. There's a rumor going around. I did hear a rumor, and it's only a rumor. It has not been officiated, but supposedly, if you know how the oligarchy works, where Putin says, here's $10 million, get me a police force here. or do this or do that. Well, some oligarch who's in the bad jail right now, the one in Russia, I guess was taking money, and a rumor, Putin thought he had many, many more troops on the ground to guide them as they came in. So when they got into town and there was like nobody, he started to look through his ranks, and the general or the captain or the friend of his, that the Putin is godfather to this man's daughter. So they're close. He is in a very, very bad prison right now because I guess the forces weren't there, and Putin's, tell you, they're not doing good for what I thought it'd be. I'm so impressed with Zelensky. What a character. He was an actor to become president and to rise to this occasion. I am just, whether, you know, I don't want to pick sides and I don't want to preach or any of that shit. I mean, I do, but I won't. But I just, as a person, as a human, and he's amazing. And Putin, I have to, now I'm 51. I grew up in the 80s when they did, I don't know if you remember the movie, The Day After Tomorrow, The Day After. There were, if you were then living, there were nuclear horror movies, mini series on TV, like, what, once a year, I think. We were watching some nuclear thing or hiding under our desks. So we grew up with this fear of the nuclear war. And then when the Soviet empire fell in the 90s, it was gone, you know, and it was going to be great. There's no more nukes, and I have kids, and we're right back to 1984. It's frightening. It's, as an adult, it's frightening. I remember what it was as a young teenager. It was like a tween, I think, when that was going on. It was like the early 80s. If you have any thoughts or comments, you know, on that rumor or anything, I'd love to hear anything. As always, please feel free. It's open. It's always open. I don't mess with that too much. Yeah, so that's it. Oh, and as far as the ex-royals go, who I really don't care for, you know, like 2,000 people report on them, I've learned, and I don't live in a time zone where I'm ever gonna break a story. You know, I've had like 2 or 3 leads. It wasn't worth it. So I just don't see the sense in doing that anymore. So I won't be, because the other half of YouTube seems to have that covered, and well. And I do hope, and I'm just, for shits and giggles, I hope Yankee Wally gets her channel back, because I think this is absolute, utter, and complete bullshit. I don't think it's censorship. I think you're not looking into YouTube. Hello, YouTube. You're not looking into the complaint. Please look into that for Yankee Wally and get her channel back, because conspiracy theorist at best. All she did was talk. That's all she did. Bullshit. So I hope you get that taken care of. Yeah, so I won't be talking about them anymore. It's just senseless. And even the current royal family, who I adore, and that's what I do. I study the royal family. It's all out there. Everybody's doing it. It's done. So I'll just let that be. And again, this is a journal for my daughter when I'm gone, because I'm ill, and we're going to see how that goes. My lifespan was now 4 years ago. It was 48 years old. I'm now 51. So we don't know what's going on, but she wanted a little journal, something that, you know, God forbid you get sick looking and shit. You don't want to leave your kids like this. It's just a little journal for my kids that, and, you know, they know I talk about pop culture, whatever I've been doing. I can tell my daughter I really appreciated her help during my flare, and that she's a really amazing young lady. And my son doesn't go to the kitchen without saying, "Hey, Ma, you need anything?" I don't know how. I don't know how they came out to be such good kids, because it's not on me. It is not me. It can't be. So yeah, so for as shitty as it is, and it is shitty, I got 2 pretty good assistant nurses, I'd say. And they hit off. They work different shifts, so they can take care of me when I need it pretty well. But I'm back up and on my own and doing my thing. I look forward to coming back here and making more videos. I'm very plain faced today, other than this little powder. I did do my eyes a little bit, just a little bit gray. Feel naked without it, I guess. And that's it, my PJs. So I hope you're well. I would love to hear anything you think about the makeup or the concealer, if you use either one. You see how freaking dark that is. Jesus Christ. I don't get it. I really don't. This is 95. This is 120. And this was the lightest one they had that was available to me. So yeah, but they make a foundation and I hope that works for you. And that is everything I've been up to. So, oh, and I have a little clicker button for my phone now. So my son got me a clicker button, so I don't have to like come up and try to, now when I'm done, I just click and I'm done. So I think I'm done because that was a whole lot of nothing, but I'm glad you're here. I am. And I'm happy to see you, and I'm glad to be a little more healthy than I was, and to keep this journal for my daughter. That's it. I hope if you're watching this, if you celebrate, you have an amazing, amazing Easter, a lovely Easter. I am Orthodox Catholic, so I think we celebrate next week. So if you're Ortho, happy Easter next week. And if you don't celebrate, whatever you do celebrate, I hope it's a happy one. I hope you're healthy. And I hope everything's going good for you, okay? So I'll probably be back babbling about nothing, but I hope you'll join me. I'll talk to you soon, okay? Take care.